My name is Sarah Huffman. I'm class of '97, and I grew up in Sedona. I was a local. My parents were friends with the headmaster before the one I started under, John Ulsh, and I was not doing well in the local public schools, and Mom and Wanda got together and decided that I should try VVS. And so I started in fall of '93, I think. I grew up near it. I always sort of knew it. I spent lots of time on campus as a kid playing with other kids.
Okay.
It was locally known as the outlier, the hippie druggy school, if you were not being kind. But I always looked at the programs and was just enthralled. I knew it's where I wanted to go.
Cool.
I would say if I had a favorite place on campus, it was probably the Thoreau Hut. I would go hang out there and write and talk to people and spend a lot of hours there. If choosing one, it would probably be Griff, John Griffin, because he, as a teacher, told you at the very beginning that C's were the grade most of you were going to get. And if you wanted better than that, you actually had to do better work. And he really pushed us toward being quality writers. And I have used that throughout the rest of my life, and I appreciate that. The one I tell most often, if I'm looking for an anecdote that describes VVS, that encapsulates VVS to me, I usually talk about the fact that we didn't have a prom or any sort of dance. Instead, we ran down a mountain with torches and danced and ran around the resulting bonfire, and that was one of our major coming-of-age events, as it were, as a senior class. Because that, while it's a small thing and it's only one night, it covers a lot of the ground of what VVS is and what makes it so different and how different it is. Well, all kinds of ways, and all the ways high school does. But one of the most lasting things it gave me was a sense that I fit into the larger world that I could fit into anywhere in the world, because we had such a diverse student body and we all came with such different experiences and became effectively a family. It definitely gave me a good grounding in being able to go adventure and feel like I had the experience and the understanding to do that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Go travel in hard places and do really difficult things meant that when I got, an offer of a job at Greenpeace, I was like, yeah, I could do that. I'll go move to Amsterdam, sure. Or NASA called and said, can you go to Spain in 3 days? Okay.
Yes, I can.
Yes. Yeah. The one, if I could go back in time and talk to the younger me who was about to go to VVS, I would probably suggest trying to wait the year. I skipped 8th grade and came a year early, and socially that was hard. I was always very, very young for my class, but that's the only thing I can really come up with. Maybe don't be afraid to be a bigger part of it. As being younger and a day student, I always felt a little outside, but yeah, I wouldn't actually change it.